game, I wouldn't really care. I kind of want to change topics a little bit. We released a new video.
Oh yeah.
So we could talk about it real quick.
Oh yeah.
We released a God of War video.
Oh yeah. I was
So-
like, what video did we put out? Was it a little video? Was it a panel?
Yeah.
No, it was a major event.
Yeah.
What happened? Are we live? No, we're live. Okay. Were you gonna play the video? No, I just hit the wrong thing. Oh, okay.
It happens. It happens. It's a quick video.
I kind of threw some curveballs to Brian too, because there was a couple technical things that we didn't resolve, and I needed to, and I let you know what? I'll say it. I left Brian with his dick in his hand. I don't know how else to describe it.
Wow.
That's
I don't
the
know
worst
how,
way to be.
I don't know how else to describe.
Not
Pants,
always
pants
funny.
down.
Anyway. Yeah, but the God of War video.
I truly think that's like one of the most fun videos we've released in a long. Like it's just fun to me. It's not like the craziest.
No, it was cute.
It's not the funniest. It's just enjoyable. It's fun to watch. So I really enjoy that video.
Yeah, we it's short and sweet. Like it definitely was when we were putting it, even like filming for it. It was like this is probably going to be just like a minute, you know, because it was very like, you know, that's about what it justified was just kind of these little weird moments and then cool.
What's crazy?
And
it's super dense because it's a minute, but there's so many locations.
Yeah,
for it. So like,
yeah.
I feel like it's a video people can rewatch and pour through.
Yeah, and that's kind of part of it is the fast-paced nature of what it was. You know, you didn't want some slow-ass acts over 4 minutes, just
Yeah.
or maybe you did want that. I don't know.
I did see a couple comments. This
God.
killed me.
Oh.
I saw a couple things like, you know, skinny Kratos, but I don't, that
Aw.
What do
I
you
don't
care?
Don't care.
thought you
no,
looked good,
I
dude.
don't care about
Hey,
that.
you look buff.
Yeah.
Well, I had
Yeah, you're
Garrett.
like a
I had
god.
Garrett paint those on me, so thank
you
you.
look
Looked like a God
fucking
of War.
No,
hot.
that wasn't the issue. The
You
issue.
look so
Thank you.
fucking sexy.
Thank you.
I thought you looked really good.
Yeah.
You
Fuck.
looked
Well,
really
that's not the.
hot.
Well,
Sexiest man
thank
alive.
you, but that's not my
Yeah.
concern.
Okay. What
My
else we wanna
concern
talk about?
was,
What?
Kratos can't throw for shit, and that for
Oh,
some
no.
reason it's like, okay, well, Kratos is right-handed and I'm left-handed, so fuck off. That was my wrong hand.
Yeah.
I was very upset about that.
Who cares,
Kratos
though?
can't throw. They
Yeah,
didn't say
that's not
Sean
you.
Chapman.
They
Yeah.
they didn't know my
You're not
name,
Kratos, you're
but
Sean.
Yeah,
God.
fuck Kratos. Sean's the best at throwing.
You guys, if that was the correct arm, I could have thrown the axe a lot farther. Anyways, but yeah, fun video. Fun video.
And then Santa Monica Studios. No, like so many companies.
Yeah.
Santa Monica retweeted the developers of the game, but then
Sony Santa
but then
Monica.
Sony's like main account retweeted. It's like
Yeah.
4 million people.
That was crazy. And then like Sony Santa Monica tweeted at us again later, like,
Yeah.
"Hey, once again, thank you for doing that." It was just like, what is happening? But yeah, that was something we wanted to do for a while, and you know, it just we couldn't live with ourselves not giving everyone one more treat before the end of the year, you know, like
Yeah.
that. So
It was a really relaxing video to film. We filmed it over the course of several days. Rocco did most of the POV axe stuff by
Yeah, he had
himself,
solo.
which I'm sure he has his own stories to talk about because none of
Yeah.
us were there. But as far as filming Sean's parts, that was just Garrett doing the makeup for a couple of hours.
yeah, Garrett did a great job.
And then
Yeah.
about 20 minutes of filming in the park. We literally just went to one location and it was, okay, stick your hand out. Now lay down. Now look more bored. Now let's walk through the park. We're good.
Yeah.
And then probably, 2 days of just going around throwing the axe.
Throwing axes and
From-
having fun.
Yeah, that was a kind of a secondary idea or a last minute idea because at first we were just going to have the first person view of the axe, and then it was like, well, if we throw it and just edit it so that it never hits the ground, it'll look like it's flying.
Yeah.
And that was really fun. And I thought it would be more problematic to go around and throw that axe. I thought people would be like, whoa, what the fuck? You throwing fucking axes? Nobody seemed to
No
give
one
us
cared.
any problem at all. We were at restaurants like flinging it, going to the park flinging it, parking structures, supermarkets, and I mean, you saw the reactions. People were confused, like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
but everyone was kind of just having a good time.
Yeah, but nope, there was no even with the Mario hat, with the Mario Odyssey, throwing that hat, you got people like, ah, like hitting the deck.
It's a soft hat.
It was a soft
Yeah.
hat, but throwing this axe, people were just like, oh, there goes the axe. One person was like, yo, is that the God of War axe? Fuck yeah. I was like, cool, you know your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was just a very relaxing video to film. There was no confrontational moments because they would have been in the video had there been.
Well, I did on my
Well, like I said,
adventures.
you might have stories that we don't know because you went out by yourself. How was it doing the POV acts?
So I was stopped a couple times, but again, I think maybe also something that may have helped. 'Tis the season. I think people are in better
Everyone's
spirits
checked out before they get
than when it's in the middle of February or June and we're doing this and it's 100 degrees and why are you throwing a fucking axe at me? But when I was filming on my own, I went through. Well, you'll see. There's one point in the video I go through a certain electronics store. And it's funny because I could see security starting to gather there like they were going to come for me. And then they saw that I was doing like a lap. And then it was like, I got this feeling that they were like, clearly this guy's coming back to the exit. So let's all just stand here. And they all just stood there. And I just walked by. I'm like, hey, how's it going? Excellent. Okay.
That ending's great too.
So that was great. But when I did, there was another location. I did have security stop me and go like, hey, whoa, what are you doing? Like, why are you filming? Like, what is this? Explain what this is. And I thought maybe it was going to get tense. And in my head, I was like, what do I say? Do I make up, where do I even begin? And then I realized I just started to explain what it really was. And they just thought I was insane and left it. So I went, this is the God of War's axe. And he's summoning it. It's the Leviathan axe, and he summons it. And they went, "That's okay. It's okay. Can you just not do it?" Okay. And that I got stopped at a couple more places, and I did that same thing, and they treated it the same way every time. I would just actually literally explain it. It's the Leviathan axe, and the God of War is summoning it, and that's what I'm doing. Okay.
That's perfect
That's
because
okay.
in that moment they realize like this guy's not a threat and I don't care enough to talk to him.
Well, I think also too, in addition to them thinking I'm probably insane, they also saw that I wasn't threatening. I was explaining a Norse myth.
Yeah.
And it was just, you're goofing around. That's not a weapon. Because I will say the one thing that was tense about doing my parts, I did a similar thing in the God of War video. I had the little fake fist thing.
Oh, for the Metal Gear
It
Solid.
was, what did I say before?
God of War.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Metal Gear Solid 5 video years ago. I had this little, the little rocket fist. It was like this, just this big. And I had it in front of my face and I'm going, going down the aisles and people were just, nobody got away from me because it was just like, oh, this guy's a weird idiot. All right, whatever. And I could get a little more intimate with it. With the axe, you couldn't really tell what I was doing from far away. And I have the new black GoPro is mounted on top of it, and I'm looking through it because it's got a screen. The new one has a screen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking through that like a scope, and I'm holding this long thing, and I'm walking around like that. And it just looked, there were a lot of people were like backing away, like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what. So it was a lot harder to have people. It didn't look like anything that threatening, but it was still just weird.
Yeah.
It was just like, I'm going to stay away from this guy. But it wasn't anything. Again, once anybody talked to me, it was just like, okay, this guy's goofing around. And then once I got closer, there were a lot of people that, I was surprised how many people knew it was the God of War axe. Because I had a numerous amount of people like go like, is that the axe? Like they knew what it was. So anyway.
Is that the axe?
That's
Yeah.
the axe.
The axe, bro. I got it.
So
Fuck
yeah,
yeah.
fun video. We got recognized a lot filming that actually, which surprised me. Everyone
That was like one of the top selling games this year, so I guess it shouldn't be that surprising.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Because I was taken aback by that too, but I was like, oh yeah, that sold millions and millions of copies.
Compared to like Journey, which is like.
Yeah. But even
Yeah.
that we got recognized
Yeah.
for. So
Oh, yeah.
if we got it for that, we should for
Dude,
this.
games are huge.
Yeah.
Video games are the #1 money maker in the world.
I'm trying to think what skits we have like been positively like. I recognize what this is. I mean, obviously Mario and like Luigi and Zelda and shit. That's
Yeah.
easy. That's not even whatever. But in terms of other stuff, Assassin's Creed we did.
Yeah.
Definitely we did. This Journey,
Tetris, I guess. Does that count?
even Tetris. Did people say?
I got a couple.
I don't remember anybody saying, "Oh, this is Tetris." Like I don't remember that. But I wasn't in the suit either. Final Fantasy VII. Did we get?
I don't think so.
Because that's a big that's a classic, but I don't remember anybody saying anything.
Wait, Final
I
Fantasy
remember
7.
Final Fantasy 7. People knew it was a video game, but they were doing stupid shit that was pissing you off.
Wait.
Rocco, they kept being like, "Is that Ryu from Street Fighter?
Yeah, they
Do
kept
a,
asking.
do
yeah.
a Hadouken," and you were like, "I'm gonna fucking Hadouken up your
What?
fucking ass."
yeah.
What was Final Fantasy? What was it? Yeah, it was Cloud, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't?
Yeah.
Didn't we have a whole Japanese
Yeah.
family
Yeah,
start
yeah,
singing the
you're right.
song?
Yeah, you're right.
They started doing like the theme to Final Fantasy.
Yeah, they did do that.
That was good. That was pretty cool.
I don't know if that was related to us or if that
Oh,
was
that's
just
just
a
coincidence.
thing they were doing
Oh, fair enough.
unrelated to
I don't want to
us.
assume.
I
I like-
didn't communicate with them what spurred that.
I
so.
liked the guy who recognized you in the Final Fantasy 12 skit. Somebody brought up FF12. I liked the guy at the old timey place we went to that recognized you, thought he did, and so confidently says, "Oh, for the Star Wars 30th anniversary." No, what? No. What Star Wars character did he think you were?
Lando?
Obviously,
I don't know. I'm Boba Fett.
that was weird. But anyway. Anyway, so that video is out, and check it out if you never got a chance. The God of War video. I also